Hey guys, welcome back to Movie Production channel, and today I'll be sharing what I picked up in the month of March. This is a physical media collection update, and I have a variety of titles to show you guys. There are air videos, Shout Factory, new release titles, steelbooks. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'm trying to say, and a stack of titles that came out in the month of March that I was really excited. So let's get right into it. Before I start this haul, I'm gonna let you know that I'm not gonna include what I got from the Criterion Flash Sale haul and the Arrow March Madness haul in this video. It's not gonna be included in this video, but I will put the links in the description below for you to check out what I picked up in those sales. So yeah. First, let me show you the new release title that came out in the month of March. Obviously, this is the must-get for the month of March. That is the Godfather trilogy on 4K. I just got this in the mail because they didn't have it in stores, which kind of sucks. But luckily enough, it came in pristine condition. I haven't opened it or unwrapped it yet. I just got it today in the mail, which is perfect timing because I want to do this video before I go to my hometown for the break. And I'm so glad I got to watch the Godfather trilogy for the first time in November of 2021. But that was my first time watch, and I understand why. The first two Godfather movies are held to be a masterpiece, and they are masterpieces. And I cannot wait to dive into the 4K whenever I have a chance to revisit them. Because I'm not planning to revisit these films as of yet, because it's I just saw it a couple of months ago, and for what I've heard of the transfers, the 4K transfer, I heard nothing but great things about them. And that's why I'm really excited to check this out, because this was a day one pre-order, and I pre-ordered it immediately because I want to own this, and I retired the Blu-ray edition that I had, the trilogy 4-disc trilogy pack, which I sold because there you go, I upgraded. So that's the Godfather trilogy. Cannot wait to dive into this. And my only problem with this, I wish the box is much harder, like a hard stock box, but it's more flimsy side, which is okay. And also, this will be my first time watch of the Godfather Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone, which is a new re-edit, a new cut that Francis Ford Coppola did a couple years back. And yeah, I not seen that cut before, so this will be my first time watch. But I have seen the Godfather trilogy as a whole, and yeah. Happy to add it to the collection. An American Werewolf in London, directed by John Landis. This is the re-release by Arrow Video on 4K, and I've always wanted to own the Blu-ray limited edition release, but thankfully Arrow Video announced they're going to get a re-release on 4K by them in the limited edition release, and I sold my Universal Studio release because I don't need that. That's an obsolete edition. Now I got a much more definitive edition of An American Werewolf in London. This is a fantastic, atmospheric, eerie film that's just so engaging to watch. And the transformation scene, which is an iconic moment in this film. Yeah, happy to own this in a limited edition release. It's a fantastic release. So that's American Werewolf in London. This particular title I'm really excited to watch for the first time. It's a blind buy, but I know nothing but amazing things about this film. That is Touch of Evil, directed by Orson Welles, and also starring Charlton Heston, Jenny Lee, and Orson Welles as well. And this was a day one pre-order, coming from Kino Lorber release, a 4K release, in a slipcover. I've always wanted to own the Blu-ray release by Universal Studio that came out probably 2014 or 15, somewhere around that, but that went out of print, and I never had the time to buy that Blu-ray release. But thankfully, Kino Lorber came to the rescue and released it on 4K. It had all the cuts. The cuts are included, the reconstructed version, the theatrical version, and the preview version. I think the preferred cut is going to go the preview version. So I'm really excited to dive into this film for the very first time. This is the first time watch, and I really want to dive into more Orson Welles filmography because I love the man. I mean, his film is just exceptional. And I heard nothing but great things about this one, and I cannot wait to dive into Touch of Evil really soon. Hopefully soon. The Sword and the Sorcerer. This is released by Scream Factory in the 4K edition, and this is a blind buy, so I know nothing about this one. But the other thing I know about it is take place in the fantasy world, And yeah, I know nothing about this one, so this is a straight up blind buy. I do know what Touches Evil is for the long time. This is new to me, so I did reverse the cover art. You can see, well, there you go. I reversed the cover art because I had to, and yeah, I cannot wait to watch this one for the first time. It looks like a fun time. I love fantasy, films, and cannot wait to watch this one whenever I can. Nightmare Alley, directed by Guillermo del Toro, one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. This is starring Bradley Cooper, Rooney Mara, Kate Blanchett, and Toni Collette. A stellar cast, and a great reinvention of the original 1940s Tower and Power film that I happily own on the Criterion edition of Nightmare Alley. And this is a very unique take, and this is all on Guillermo del Toro vision, basically. And it's a beautiful, stunning looking film. It's well shot and well acted all around, and it's a very interesting new adaptation of Nightmare Alley that I felt satisfied watching this movie, because it felt new, but at the same time remained the same identity what Nightmare Alley truly is. And yeah, I'm happy to own this on the collection, that to say myself that this is actually a really good movie, and it got nominated for Academy Awards, stuff like that. And yeah, Guillermo del Toro, what can I say? One of my favorite filmmakers of all time. So yeah, happy to own Nightmare Alley. This is a day one purchase. West Side Story, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring the ever awesome Ariana DeBose, who just won an Academy Award from the Best Supporting Actress. And this is a fantastic remake. Stunning remake. The musical numbers were amazing to watch on the screen. Just Rachel Zegler as Maria is phenomenal. I adore this version of Steven Spielberg version of West Side Story. I still love the original, and I'm hoping the original get a 4K release, because I think it deserves that treatment. But yeah, happy to own this in my. Honestly, my Steven Spielberg filmography is up to date. I own all his films on physical media except Empire of the Sun. This is sad because that's out of print. But yeah, happy to own this. This is a day one purchase. Love this movie. It's so much fun. The scene, the America scene is amazing to watch on the big screen. Yeah, I really thoroughly enjoyed the Steven Spielberg version of West Side Story. Red Rocket. This is the A24 release that I've not seen yet. I missed this out in theaters, and I've always wanted to say I heard nothing but great things. So this is a blind buy, but I trust A24. So yeah. Now, these two releases were a big childhood favorite of mine. Yeah, let's get right into it. So we have the Rugrats 3-movie collection that includes the Rugrats movie, Rugrats in Paris, and Rugrats Go Wild. Rugrats Go Wild is my favorite out of the bunch. These are my childhood favorites. I do own on VHS. I still own the Rugrats Go Wild on VHS. Still do to this day. And by the way, this looked great on Blu-ray. Shockingly, because this is an animated film. I wasn't sure how this is gonna look on Blu-ray, but it looks great, and I'm so happy this was announced that they're finally coming on Blu-ray for the first time. And love these films. Childhood favorite of mine. So much fun, cute. Yeah, that's the Rugrats trilogy. So yeah, and hopefully the Wild Thornberry movie comes out on Blu-ray soon by Paramount. And this one, I was so happy about this one, that Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius the movie. I saw this in theaters. I own it on VHS. So happy to finally upgrade from my very old DVD copy, that's long gone. Now I finally upgrade on Blu-ray, and I'm hoping this looks good, because I haven't checked this one out on Blu-ray as of yet. But love this film. So much fun. Just yeah, this is a child favorite of mine. I love it. Yes, thank you Paramount Studios. Thank you for releasing this on Blu-ray, and hopefully more Nickelodeon movies like Wild Thornberry movie comes out on Blu-ray really soon. So yeah, that's Jimmy Neutron, the Boy Genius. The Batman, the complete series. I was shocked when this was announced. Like, I never thought this particular series would be available on Blu-ray in the complete series form. I do own Batman animated series and Batman Beyond on Blu-ray, and I do own Justice League and Justice League Unlimited on Blu-ray, and Superman the complete animated series. Now I own the Batman. This was my series. Although I still, I grew up watching Batman Beyond, but this was also my other series that I grew up with. I love the animation form in this, and this is a very different iteration of the Batman. new design, new world, new storyline, and all that. My only problem with this release this does not include the movie Batman vs. Dracula, which I kind of wish this was included in this set, but it's only available on DVD, and that sucks. But hopefully that will release on Blu-ray sometime soon in the near future. I'm just so happy this got a complete series form, because this is actually really underrated show. So yeah, that's the Batman. Lastly but not least, in the new release titles, this is the big release, and I pre-ordered this. This was a day one pre-order. That is the Hunger Games collection on 4K in the form of steelbooks from Best Buy. Wow, this is a stunning release. Hard box, beautiful release. Wonderful. Let me showcase that. Their steelbook forms. It's beautiful. I'm not gonna showcase them all, but this is wonderful. The 4K looks great. I did revisit these films because it's been a long while since this movie. This franchise. Catching Fire still remains my favorite out of the bunch. Love Catching Fire. Now, my only problem with the Catching Fire 4K disc that it does not include the IMAX aspect ratio change for Catching Fire on 4K. However, on Blu-ray, the disc that this film's included has the IMAX aspect ratio, so I saw the Blu-ray instead of the 4K because I want the IMAX aspect ratio change, because that was one of the coolest moments that I saw in theaters, that the IMAX aspect ratio chills every time I watch that sequence. That's where the start of the games, basically, the Quarter Quell game. And it's just stunning. And overall, this franchise as a whole is a really good franchise. Love Catching Fire, love the first one. Mockingjay Part 1 is still good. Mockingjay Part 2 is just okay. And yeah, this is a stunning release. Oh my god. Lionsgate have been killing it with their steelbook release. I cannot wait to get the Cabin in the Woods really soon. So yeah, that's the Hunger Games collection on 4K in the steelbook form. Beautiful release. Now we go to the rest of the haul that is non-new release titles. The first three stacks are from boutique labels from Arrow Video and Second Sight. I imported them from the UK in Amazon.com in US, that you can buy directly from Amazon.UK, which is actually pretty cool. The first one right out of the bat is Phenomenal, directed by Dario Argento. This is a blind buy, never seen it, but I heard about this movie for a long time. And I still have not seen any of Dario Argento film that I own on 4K by the Arrow Video release. Now, this is a 4K release. In America, we got the Synapse release, which I was put the cover art, which is the same content that is included from this set, from the Arrow Video set. But I decided to go to the Arrow Video set because the cover matches all the other releases, which looks stunning together. And yeah, that was my takeaway. It's like, the 4K discs are region free, which is a good thing, because those are region free. They're now region A, region B, something like that. So my 4K player will play this movie with no problem, basically. And also I prefer the design, the design, which I'll show you right now. It matches beautifully with other Dario Argento releases from Arrow Video, like Deep Red, The Bird Crystal Plumage, and The Cat o' Nine Tails. It looks so nice together. So if I ever got the Synapse films, it would not match the other releases. So yeah, I feel satisfied. But yeah, overall, I'm really excited to check this one out for the first time, starring Jennifer Connelly and Donna Pleasence in this film. I heard nothing but great things about this one. It's like one of the most iconic Argento film that he ever done, which I really want to check this out for a long time. This film has been on my radar since 2013 and 14, because Phenomenal and having my brain. Also Suspiria, I have not seen Suspiria. Yeah, that's Phenomenal. Beautiful release. Now, of course, I did reverse cover art because I love this. Because every video does that, so I actually did reverse the cover art. Next up is Battle Royale. I decided to import it from UK because one is the Arrow Video release, and two, the 4K disc are region free, and three, I want to own a film that is is worthy in my collection, that feels like a definitive edition of the film. I have seen this movie and it's phenomenal. I first watched this movie for the first time back in 2013 on Netflix, and I was mind blown how great this film is. I was tempted to get the big box that include the sequel, but when I was thinking about it, I'm like, I don't need the sequel. I heard the sequel's not good at all, so I just want the first one. And thankfully, Arrow Video released a standalone release of the first film, and in a very interesting packaging. It's not like a regular slip cover. It's more like a hard slip case, and you can reverse the cover art, which I did. So yeah, this is a very unique packaging that I never seen before. So yeah, that's Battle Royale. Love this movie. This is my Hunger Games. Funny enough. But I saw the Hunger Games first, but this came out first though. So that's Battle Royale. Oh my god, this release, I finally on this. That The Dawn of the Dead, directed by George A. Romero, released by the ever awesome Second Sight, and my very first Second Sight release in my collection. And this is the 4K edition. I had to make sure this is the 4K edition because that's amazing. I never seen the original Dawn of the Dead, but I have seen the remake directed by Zack Snyder and written by James Gunn, which is a great film overall. And I do own Night of the Living Dead, which is released by Criterion, and I own Day of the Dead, which is released by Scream Factory. Now I own the trilogy. I finally all have the entire trilogy, the Dead trilogy that George A. Romero created. And it's a phenomenal release, stack of stuff. Now, my only problem with this release, while the 3 cuts that include all 4K discs are region free, which is great, but the Blu-ray disc, which is all special features, is region B locked. So I cannot watch these special features, which kind of sucks. But overall, I'm happy that to finally own a beautiful edition by Second Sight release. This is just, I've always wanted to see this film for the longest time. I have seen Night of the Living Dead and Day of the Dead, which is both great. So my plan for this October is to do a marathon, trilogy marathon. Revisiting. I'm planning to revisit Night of the Living Dead and Day of the Dead, and then finally watch Dawn of the Dead for the first time because I've been wanting to watch this for a longer time. And I'm kind of glad Second Sight released a standard release of Dawn of the Dead, not the big box set I would love to own, but that's been out of print. That's too pricey at this point. This is a good price, so happy to own the standard edition of Dawn of the Dead. The next 4 Blu-ray I got from the website Shout Factory because they were having a sale, the Ticket to Saving sale, only South Select titles. But I did get 2 other titles that was not part of the sale that I've been wanting to get for quite a while. Let me show you what I got from the sale. So I got 2 titles from the sale. That is Mr. Mom. This is written by John Hughes. So I've been wanting to watch this one for quite some time. And I did revert to cover art, which is I actually like this cover art, but I do like the cover art that was shown right here. And it was cheap enough. I finally get to own this movie and buy it and watch this movie for the first time because I've been wanting to watch this one for quite some time. And yeah, happy to add it to my collection. And it's starring Michael Keaton, which I love. Home for the Holiday, starring Holly Hunter and Robert Downey Jr. This is directed by Jodie Foster, and this is a Thanksgiving movie. This is another film I've always wanted to watch for quite some time, and I cannot wait to watch this whenever Thanksgiving comes in, because this is a Thanksgiving movie, and I gotta watch it during Thanksgiving, because you have to. Yeah, cannot wait to watch this. Liar Liar, starring Jim Carrey. This was not part of the sale, but I decided to get it because I've been wanting to get this edition of Liar Liar. So I sold my Universal Studio release because I don't need that. Because this is pretty cool because they have 2 new extras that was not in the previous release that I used to own. That is no longer in my collection. And this is a fantastic movie. This is Jim Carrey at his finest, basically. Really great, and I'm dying to revisit this film because it's been a long time. The first time I saw this movie was on Netflix. This is kind of funny. But yeah, love this movie. Happy to own a definitive edition of Liar Liar in the form of South Select. Sadly, this never came out in slipcover. I kind of wish it does, but yeah, that's Liar Liar. Deadly Friend. Thankfully, it came in the slipcover. This is directed by Wes Craven. I believe this is after the hit of Nightmare on Elm Street came out, and this looks so much fun. A good old Wes Craven, film. I did reverse the cover, so yeah, I'm happy to add it to my Scream Factory collection. So that's Deadly Friend. Don't Look Now, starring Donald Sutherland. This film has been on my radar for quite some time. I heard lots of interesting things about this one. This was used to release on Criterion Collection, but that went out of print. So thankfully Paramount, released this on like a standard release, a studio release, to be honest. But I'm never gonna get the Criterion Collection today because that thing is out of print and expensive at the same time. So yay on me. I wish I got that release before when it. Sad days for me. But I mean, I'm happy I can finally watch this movie for the first time, but I wish this was a Criterion release, not a Paramount Studio release. So, yeah. Man, I should have got that set. I should have got that Blu-ray release. Stupid me. And then this one, I finally got this season on Blu-ray. I haven't bought any Doctor Who related merchandise in months. Because they were lacking a lot of stuff. UK got their stuff, which is great. I know Galaxy 4 came out. I know the Tom Baker season is coming out next week, which is finally a brand new collection set from that. But this came out last month. I haven't got around to pick this up until now. That's Doctor Who Flux, the complete 13 series in the Jodie Whittaker era. So I'm now up to date in the Jodie Whittaker era, and I have not seen the season as of yet. But I heard that this is a much better season in the previous season, which is great. It's good to hear that this is such an improvement over it, and this is Jodie Whittaker's last season as well, because she's done with Doctor Who, which is nice. That may soon, rather later, we're gonna get the Regeneration special, which is coming up with, and we don't know who the new Doctor gonna be is, but I actually like Jodie Whittaker as a Doctor. I think she's a great Doctor. My only problem with her and her run is that she's been given some bad script, some okay script. Last season, the 12th season, was an okay season overall. But I heard this is much improvement from that, so I'm happy to finally own this and watch this, because I haven't checked this out. I have not seen any of these episodes. I'm going to binge it and marathon it all. So cannot wait. And this is 6 episodes, so this is a short season too, because they shot this during the pandemic time, so that's why. Happy to add something new into my Doctor Who collection. The Prince of Egypt. I finally got around to pick this one up. I have seen this movie, but it's been a long while. Last time I saw this movie, probably on VHS, so it's been a long time I've seen this movie. But I remember being mesmerized by the animation style. The animation, for what I remember, or for what I gathered, was just nothing but short of amazing spectacle. I remember loving the animation as a kid. Floored by the animation style. And I do remember some of the music in this too. But it's been a long while, so I cannot wait to revisit this film since on VHS days. So, and also I actually forgot that Hans Zimmer did the score for this. So, bonus point for that, because I love Hans Zimmer, and he just won for Academy Award for Dune, which is an amazing film and amazing score as well. Yeah, I cannot wait to revisit this film. It's been a long while. I want to get Ants. I know, bad movie, but that was the first DreamWorks animated film, so you gotta own the very first DreamWorks film in your collection. So yeah, that's The Prince of Egypt. Cannot wait to revisit this one. It's been a long while. It's been a due for this. These two I got from Half-Price Books. The first one is High Fidelity, starring John Cusack. It's a blind buy, know nothing about this one, so John Cusack is in this, but also Jack Black is in this. I love Jack Black, so that's High Fidelity. Mrs. Miniver. This is the Best Picture winner, and funny enough, like a couple days ago, I've been eyeing on this Blu-ray on Amazon for quite some time. I never got around buying it. Until a day later, I went to Half-Price Books and found this title on Half-Price Books for a cheap price, for $10. I'm like, oh my god, it's a Best Picture winner. This is a title I have it's in my Amazon cart for quite some time. There it is, in my hand, in the flesh, basically. Can I wait to watch this? This is a black and white film. This is a Best Picture winner. Yeah, really excited to watch another Best Picture winner that I have not seen. Slender Thread. This is starring Sidney Poitier and Annie Bancroft. Heard nothing but great things about this one, especially from Nathan Hill, who gave this a great review on this film, and has starring Sidney Poitier. I'm like, yes, please, more Sidney Poitier film that I have not seen. This is always a good thing, because I want to see more of his films this year, basically, because after his passing, I really want to dive into more of his filmography. And I do own some of his film in the collection that I have not seen yet, like Raising the Sun is in the Criterion collection. Yeah, cannot wait to watch this for the very first time really soon. This one I'm really excited to watch in the month of October, that's Dead of Night. I got it for $10, really cheap for a Kino Lorber release. So this is an anthology film in black and white, and it's a horror film, so cannot wait to check this one out. Especially Nathan Hill loves this movie, so there's high expectation going in watching this movie for the first time. So hopefully I watch this in the month of October. So yeah, cannot wait. That's Dead of Night. The last 3 in this haul is our westerns. In the previous video of the flash sale haul from the Criterion flash sale haul, I mentioned that I want to get into more western genre. Well, I got 3 more western that I bought in this month. The first one is, they're all blind buys by the way. I have not seen this film. They're still sealed, and I'm planning to watch these films during the break. So we have The Wild Bunch, The Searchers, which I cannot wait to watch this one. It's starring John Wayne and starred by John Ford. So yeah, cannot wait. And this one I'm really excited for the most. That is Once Upon a Time in the West, starring Henry Fonda and directed by Sergio Leone, who I still have not seen any of his films that I own in the collection, like The Man with No Name trilogy and Once Upon a Time in America, which both of them are still sealed and have not seen. So hopefully I'll check this one out during the break, because I heard nothing but excellent things. They held a masterpiece. And it's a western epic as well, so cannot wait. There you have it, guys. That's everything I want to pick up for the month of March. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Letterboxd, and Instagram. Have a great one. Take care.